What's going on, y'all? It's Jay Spivey coming to y'all with another video. I've been on the road. I've been recording every single day. Then I'll take a break and I'll edit. Then I'll drop the heat, or what I feel is heat. All right, so I had saw a post. One second, my grandmother is calling me. Hey, Nanny. Nothing. Sarah taking a nap, so I'm just relaxing and recording a video. All right, so I had came across a post, and the young lady actually took the post down. She took the post down. You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if she felt like she wasn't gonna get on any interaction with it, or if men wasn't gonna, respond to it. But I saw it, you know what I mean? So I was just like, nah, that's a pretty good thought process. I don't mind breaking it down. We can talk about it, you know what I mean? Because it's, remember, all our experiences are different. I say that a lot, but all our experiences are different. So if you can just figure out how to articulate yourself and what you're trying to say, you'll be fine. Just can't listen to a lot of the hate and a lot of the negative stuff. But it's like, if you have a statement or if you have a question and you feel like it's valid, put it out. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm saying, everybody, fuck what people think. Especially if you're trying to get understanding, and some people's understanding of shit is just way off. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. It ain't for you to argue that. You know what I mean? You trying to get better understanding, so hopefully some souls that actually get what you're trying to say chime in. You feel me? So I'm gonna go into what the question was, or the statement, because it was a couple questions in there. So she started off by saying, like, it seems like women who are really out there and wanted more and accepted more, but not wanted at the same time, praised in private, but talked about in public. So that was just the first statement. So let's get into that. The women who are really out there, it seemed like they're more accepted, but not wanted at the same time. They're praised in private, but talked about in public. Okay, so that that first portion, that's generally how it is. But from a man's perspective, like, there's most men definitely want experience. But the funny thing is, I feel like, or I guess it's not funny, but men respect women that respect themselves. You gotta stop thinking that because a dude like what he see, we gotta stop thinking because a dude like what he see that automatically means, like, oh, he automatically gonna respect you. Every man is different. That's just like going into, like, I guess, women with size, or if you want to go, like, she was speaking specifically about, like, promiscuous, like the promiscuous women, and how they still, that's what I'm saying, they get a nice amount of people that's trying to gravitate to them or be in their lives. And that's what I'm like, it's a lot. You can break it down into a lot of ways, but a lot of men, like, that's what I did a TikTok on it, or I responded to a TikTok. But a lot of that's what I'm saying, men like seeing flesh, like, you know what I mean, like, so if you put it out there, if you one of them souls that put yourself out there like that, you got to be okay with the energy you get. But just, it's gonna be hard. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of men that probably won't say anything, because we know the inbox is flooded, especially depending on like how they are. And that's what I'm saying. A lot you'll notice like, yeah, dudes move on fast, but it's like you'll see this energy of a lot of women saying it's okay to date a lot of dudes at one time. Date them all, that don't mean sleep with them all, stuff like that. But on the male side, for me, when it comes to that statement, like I don't keep no roster. I don't I don't keep women on standby. Like I'm not interested in none of that. That's what I'm saying. You know, some of us might be cool with that stuff when we're younger. Or that's what I'm saying. Some men just be here to conquer. That's what I'm saying. So they gonna try to see how many chicks they can get, you know? Which is definitely I wouldn't say childish. That's what I'm saying. That's just some men's goal. Not necessarily mine. So that's my so I definitely do my best not to speak for all men. And I just come with my perspective, even if it sounds different than what most people would say, you know? So they're accepted, yeah. Will a man look at some of these women for marriage? That's what's changing. That's the thing that's changing nowadays. A lot of men see a woman that's putting herself out there, and I have a video that I haven't even posted yet, but I was talking about just how men try to get closer to God when they start seeking like spirituality and they start understanding themselves. And then a lot of the women start, that's what I'm saying, they start having more confidence in yourself, but more confidence in yourself does not mean more nakedness. So that's what I'm saying. I respect it because that's what I'm like, I don't like wearing clothes. Like you know what I mean? So I get it, but at the same time, it's like there's ways of doing things like more respectfully. Carrying yourself like you respect yourself. And that's what I'm like, you know, a lot of discernment is used. You don't have to answer people, you know, when people comment, but I feel like it's definitely like a confidence booster. Some women do it for a confidence booster. Like somebody gonna say I look good today. So I definitely get it, but it can be deemed as having like confidence issues when men see certain stuff. That's what I'm saying. We be okay with like the ass shaking and stuff is cool. But like we said, like even men with kids we'll see we'll see certain women, and that's like, for me, I'll see certain women now and I'm like, yeah, you look good, that's cool. But like I'm not interested in my daughter thinking that this is going to bring the best results for her, and it's not. That's what I think I made a comment with a friend of mine, and I was just like, you'll see those women that they're models and they don't really show their ass, and it's just like, you know why? And I mean, you respect it a little bit more, and not probably not. That's what I'm saying. You know, some dudes do, some dudes don't, but I can see the effort into making sure that your image stays clean. So let's get into this second part of this statement. So I'm trying not to make this video long. The woman that does not have much experience, men seem to not want them or are scared to get close to them, but at the same time are attracted, praised on social media, but scared and very cautious in real life. From my experience, men want porn stars once they see you're innocent or don't have that much experience. They're not messing with it. A man is always going. That's what I'm saying. For me, that's when, you know, if you were to put people in the tiers, like a man is always gonna respect a woman that doesn't have many souls attached to her. A man is always going. That's what I'm saying. It may not seem like it, but I promise you, like men will definitely carry themselves a different way and be like, nah, like my chick ain't been. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like she ain't been around the block. You know, that's what I'm saying. You could say that with confidence, but I know a lot of people be feeling like they get made look stupid. So it's just like I'm not gonna go there. That's what I'm saying. The women with little experience, that's what I'm like, you can always learn it. But as I'm saying, like, I just like a woman to be like, damn, like I dealt with this person and it wasn't that good. I just wasted a body. We we can get away from a lot of that, you know, but it ties into like the Bible. So I'm like, I definitely would have been okay with keeping my virginity and using better dick discipline, and I'm like, I just had a lot of souls like gravitate to me, so it was on me. It was on me to try to figure out why this person was in my life. Like I didn't try to leave it up to the other person. Like I had to realize it. And I didn't start catching on to a lot of stuff until like 23, 24, 25. And then I went back into like this hermit mode, and then I came back out. It's a lot. It's a lot. Dudes don't. That's what I'm like. Dudes might respect. That's what I'm saying. If dudes are out here like being like that, like I guess what that you would say, like if the men that focus on women, like that's all they're here for. Like that's usually the men that you gotta stay away from. That's what they'll just be here to kind of conquer, and then they're on to the next thing. So I understand women's hesitation when it comes to dealing with souls and giving your body to somebody, because it can mess you up. That's why I speak on it from like an alignment standpoint. You deal with somebody that you're not aligned with, they just took all your energy. They just took all your energy. And that's what I'm saying. You may not know how to get it back. It may be a serious struggle for you to learn how to cleanse yourself and get your energy back. And that's exactly what I be trying to stay away from too. That's what I'm saying. Like, dudes get fucked up too. That's what I'm saying. Women aren't the only ones that get messed up if they dealing with a person that has a lot of like partners and has yet to learn how to cleanse themselves. It can ruin you. And then that's what I'm saying, if you don't know how to cleanse yourself, then you're literally spending the next couple months or years trying to rebalance yourself. That's how deep it could be. Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that. I'm definitely, that's what I'm saying, I know all men aren't, but that's what I'm saying, I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait it out. That's what I'm saying, bro. And also, I remember it was a phase where I was like really uninterested in marriage, but you got to think like a lot of that feeling comes from just a lot of souls mixing with people that they was never supposed to be with. A lot of marriages that weren't supposed to be marriages. They might have just, it's okay to date, but that's what I'm saying, sometimes we take it too far and we don't necessarily really like that person as much as we say we do, but yet we still do it. We think they love us, but they don't. Or the same type of love that you're probably giving them, they might not be able to give you that love, and you try to force it, or you try to will it out of them. You can't force somebody to be a perfect match. You can't, that's what I'm saying. It has to just click. And then on top of that, what happened to friendship? What happened to getting to know the person before you dip into them? That's where you get all these souls that don't even know. They don't even be knowing a real name. They don't even be pregnant and don't even be knowing a real name. You know them by, that's what I'm saying, you know them by Lil Two Dog or something, and the name is Curtis, but you don't know it. So it just be a lot. It just be a lot. It'll be unfortunate too, because it's like you saw the signs. Did you choose to act on them? No. That's what I'm saying. You saw it and it was like, oh shit, like an amusement park. I'm about to have me some fun. And it don't. That's what I'm saying. At the end of it, you end up losing more. You end up losing more than you actually came in with. It could be detrimental. It can be extremely detrimental. And then That's when, like, the last part of this statement, she said, why is this? Would you rather have women with more bodies because of what they can do for you? Men would rather have less bodies. That's what I'm saying. If you were to ask men, they'd be like, if I could, I'd rather take the woman with less experience and still be able to learn each other. That's the beautiful thing. But everybody be so quick to, like, that's what I'm saying, be so eager. And I'm not, you gotta kind of just gotta watch it. That's why I be okay, because I don't have any souls around me that's influencing me to do things, or that's what I'm saying. I don't have any of that. But it's like when you put yourself out there and you ready to date, you definitely gonna have to go through the trials of digging through souls that may look at you as flesh only, or first. That's what I'm saying. Most situations that start off with sex, like the sexual tension, if that's what starts off your relationship, your friendship, I don't really see it going far. That's what I'm saying. It's going to end up burning and crashing at some point because there's no true foundation on which you two are standing on. Detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Of course a dude is going, it's like, dudes think about it like, damn, where she learned this from? And it's just like, bro, this is like, what you want a woman that's experienced or less experienced? I'd rather take the less experience and push that. Because remember, if we're speaking on, that's what I'm saying, I've watched a lot of content on older men, and a lot of them will say the higher her body count is, the harder it is for her to connect with another man. This also goes, that's what I'm saying, it goes into soul ties, it goes into imprinting, like, and that's what I'm saying. Some of us men just, we know it, but we don't be sitting here like, oh, like, this is why I hate women. Woo, woo, woo. That's what I'm saying. We just take it for what it is because we understand the energy. That's all. But we can't relate. We can't be, that's what I'm saying. I can't necessarily say, like, I definitely realized that the women that I was not in pursuit of, like when it came to sexually, they turned out to be the most dope people. And that's what I'm saying. Like, us as individuals, of course we're gonna meet a lot of souls, but we got to learn how to put them in places that they need to be placed, and stop trying to put them in a "I love you" kind of category right off the bat. And that's what I'm saying. You can care about somebody, but that doesn't mean you have to, like, sleep with them, like, right away. Again, I've heard out of a woman's mouth, like, I'm in love with you. The only way I know how to show my love is to sleep with you. That's trauma talking. And if I would have decided to sleep with that woman, I would have been feeling, that's what I'm saying, those feelings, that's what it can be linked to, like, loneliness, to abandonment issues, things like that. And if you meet somebody and you talk to them long enough, you'll understand where it's coming from. It's like, okay, I heard your story. Now I see where that specific issue is. That's what I'm saying. If you choose to sleep with that woman just to get some, ass, that's on you. But clearly this woman is crying out for help. And that's what I'm saying. She might not be able to fully express what is going on. But us as men, we kind of got to be like, hey, you kind of fucked up. I can't sleep with you. I'm going to end up inheriting all of that. And then I'm going to be messed up. Now you're trying to figure out why your energy is off for a couple weeks. I don't know how this video turned out. I'm going to try to chop it up. But that was pretty much the post. I understood what she was trying to say. It just can become a deep rabbit hole. So it's definitely going to be more than one talk on it. So that's why I don't mind doing this, multiple times. And kind of just breaking down my thoughts. But man,